Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get started. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10. Under 10. Yellow. Chopper.
Running right, Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Attack him, attack! Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Buzz. Check.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The first carry for Josh Adams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Yellow.
And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cardinals nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
45 the mic. Watch the run. Watch it. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he gets it to Boulder. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey.
From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go, roll. Slam. Share.
Here's James. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Well, let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Check three.
Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. James. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You don't want this. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, it's complete. It's Fitzgerald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down now, it's James. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready? 55. 55. It's a party now. It's 3. 2.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
SOS. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, stop your... Mike, 55.
1st down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take, catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into this spot.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm coming.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
You go take. You guys Sunday on Sunday on Sunday on Sunday.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check it back. Attack. Jim. Switch. Check. Come back. Crash down. Shoot. Hey, watch it. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught by Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Alert 3. Check 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is Miller, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I know he ain't got it. Come on. Go. 35 to Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Time to end it. Get it all. West.
Murray now on 1st down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. Get the flag. Mark 49. Right here.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 24, check 24. Yellow, undercrush.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 61. Matchbox. Light.
On third down, here's Jones. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. On the ground, it's James. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. All day, baby. All day.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at their 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
You can't block me. You can't. 15.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
I don't think you got it, sir. 95.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mahomes now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now a give, right side. James. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That's the way. Motion.
They run the counter. It's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, it's Jones, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it with James. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's James, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tampa Bay, that early momentum